Hello, everyone. How are you doing? We are back for another episode of Win TV, and I am so excited to be here today with Jacqueline Sawyer, who is the VP of Education at the Building Museum, and Dee Dwyer, who I have to represent accordingly as the visual voice for the people.
Right.
And I have to say, I have been such a fan of your work for so long, Dee. So it is really wonderful to connect. As you all know, I'm Misha Green, managing editor, and we're just gonna have a conversation with Jacqueline and Dee about some exciting things that's happening at the Building Museum starting next Thursday. So without further
Mhm.
ado, Jacqueline, tell me what's up. What's happening with the Building Museum, and how can we tap into all of its greatness?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as you said, we are kicking off our fifth annual Architecture and Design Film Festival on Thursday. We are going to have some amazing films that focus on gentrification and redlining, murals and public art, sustainable fashion, the history of Berry Farm in Southeast DC. And in addition to these amazing films, we are going to have some photography exhibits with amazing people like Dee, with Stephen Cummings, with James Singwald. TOB will be joining us on Sunday for a go-go brunch while Dee is exhibiting before we show Berry Farm Community Land and Justice. It is just going to be a party and a celebration of DC, and we hope to see you all there.
Oh, it is sounding like a party. I'm already really pumped up for it. I can't wait to be a part of it. Dee, tell us about how you got involved in this fifth annual exhibit and sort of showcase, and tell me a little bit about what we can see and expect.
Okay, so I got involved. The National Building Museum reached out to me. Shout out to them because I've been visiting the museum since forever. And they asked me if I wanted to do a pop up exhibition, and I was all game for it, especially when it comes to TOB being in the building. Like I'm a go girl. I love it. As far as the exhibition, what you can expect, definitely I'll be showing some images from my Chocolate City documentation. For those that don't know what Chocolate City is, of course, DC, was coined that because of the high population of Black people. So I'll be documenting. I'll be showcasing some of my images from my collection about Chocolate City.
And no, I think it's quite appropriate that you said documenting because you've been documenting it for quite some time. Tell me a little bit about what your process has been, and then we'll circle it back to Jacqueline about why DC Arts is so incredibly important to showcase.
Yes. So the process, whew, do we have enough time for that? Um, the process has been, I would say this, it's been a lovely journey where the process is still processing. I'm still learning as I go. I've been documenting my city, I want to say seriously, like as far as like as an expert for the past 7 years. Prior to that, I didn't know what I was doing. I just was taking pictures of my friends. And I learned along the way through amazing editors who has been guiding me on how to properly document a culture, a city, a community. I would say that I just past few years, I grew more into the role due to the pressures of my community, but beautiful pressures. They really depend on me to tell their stories. Whenever something happening, they call me. It's a lot of pressure, but it's also a lot of beauty. So I would say it's a process that is still happening to this day. I'm still learning. I'm still growing.
I got to shout out Dee for a second because when I was at my previous job, this had to have been either early 2022 or late 2021. I was interviewing Nini Tay for a live, very similar to this. And she said, Mimi, because y'all know Mimi is my nickname for the folks out there who know me just as Misha. But she's like, Mimi, only person who I'm going to give an interview to other than you is Dee Dwyer, because that's all I trust. And I was like, and I see, of course, Nene is so good about making sure that she, talks to the press and get it out there. But I think it's so important to have activists and people out there who really look at you, Dee, as a voice, as you said, of our people, sharing our stories, ensuring that people's experience is shared, right? It's not just fun photos, it's really an experience. And so kudos to you.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, I do have to ask you about why the Building Museum has found a reason over the past few years to uplift DC artists, DC culture, and what, again, a little bit more about what we can see during the film festival.
Yeah, well, I mean, first and foremost, DC is our home. And it's important for us to tell the story of our community. And more broadly, our mission is really telling the stories of the places that we live, play, and work, our built environment. And I think the way that people understand the built environment is through their local experience. So we want to tell local stories that have those national through lines. So when we have our national visitors that come join us in DC all year round, they're hearing local DC stories, but they can connect it to the communities that they come from. And that's what we're hoping for through this film festival. And in addition to the artists that we'll be working with, the musicians that we'll be working with, we also have DC breweries that will be doing beer tasting. We also have DC restaurants that will be coming in to provide food. And it really is just a celebration of all things arts, all things design, all things DC.
Celebration of all things arts, all things design, all things DC. That sounds like something that I think all of our Washington Informer viewers need to be a part of. Tell us how we can tap into everything that's happening Thursday through Sunday of next week.
Sure. So tickets are on sale now. You can go to nbm.org and pick up your tickets either for one day, the entire event, or our opening event on the 26th, or our closing go-go brunch on the 29th. So it's really kind of a choose your own adventure. We hope you join us for all 4 days, because all 4 days are different. All 4 days are going to kind of bring their own vibe, and we want to share that with everyone.
And Dee, tell me a little bit about what you'll be doing in particular on Sunday, because I know that your pieces will be up the entire time, I'm assuming, but I'm guessing you'll be in the room as TLB is rocking out.
So my pop-up exhibition is going to be Sunday during the brunch and the rock out.
Got it.
So what I'll be doing is what you can walk through. It's going to be like a walkway of my images on easels, frame prints from my Chocolate City, Last Bite of Chocolate City, with a question mark at the end, documentation that I have done like over the past few years. You can walk through, you can buy my art. I will have my art for sale. A lot of people always ask, like, can I get a print, this and that? This is the day to come and purchase the print. And to be honest, I'm going to have an assistant, because once TLB gets the cranking, you're not going to find me at my exhibition. I'm going to be over there with TLB. So yes, you could come and do a little dance with me, a little bop. And then after that, I'll be back over there in my exhibition, and we can talk about my art and get back to business.
I think it's all business, Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mimi.
It's all business. Tell me a little bit about having such an opportunity to showcase your work in your city, and in a place that, as you said, we've been going to for years, we've been interfacing with for years as Native Washingtonians.
It means the world to me. It means the world to me, especially when I am backed by my people, when my people are supportive of, what I'm doing. I always question myself, like, am I doing it the right way? This, are they going to perceive it the right way? But literally like the city are my biggest cheerleaders. So to me, it's amazing to showcase their work, especially in museums, doing different exhibitions internationally, nationally. It means the world to me to see that people are going to have that authentic visual experience of what Chocolate City is. So I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for every opportunity.
And you're with gonna, be with such, I think, uh, other fellow amazing artists in the district. I mean, Stephen
Mhm.
Cummings, all I can say is TOB, TOB, TOB in the house.
Shout out to Stephen Cummins. We've been hanging out thanks to Gloria. Like Stephen Cummins and I, like I've been learning more of his documentation. And, it's like that old school, new school kind of collab. So I've been learning a lot from him. He's an amazing supporter of my work. And, it's just beautiful to know that he's going to be there. Yeah.
Awesome. So, I mean, we have photography, there's film, there's fashion, there's music, there's good food. Jacqueline, are we missing anything? Is this not going to be the thing to do next Thursday through Sunday?
I absolutely think so. I hope so. We're so excited to be bringing this festival to DC for the 5th year. And it's something that we really believe in as an institution. And we're so excited that we will have such a strong DC voice along with the international films that we will also be showing during this festival. It's really wonderful to be able to celebrate our built environment and our home as well.
Well, I thank you all so much for taking time to be with me this Friday. I know that there's a lot of prep going into next week. And so thank you again for your willingness to chat with our Washington Informer family. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap?
I want to just do a shout out for Dee. We're so excited that she's going to be doing this. This is the second exhibition we've done together, Dee. So this is really exciting for us, and we just hope that everyone joins us. Go on to mbm.org, get your tickets, and we're excited to see you next week.
Yeah. I'm excited. Thanks for having me. I mean, looking at the lineup, you all got it right. You did it right. And I'm excited. I'm excited to meet some new faces. So come out, come party, come get that authentic DC experience.
I love it. Authentic DC experience. Our viewers out there, y'all know that you want to be a part of it. And hey, even if you can't tap in this time around, again, how can the folks follow you? Dee already has her ad, but how do we tap into the building museum, Jacqueline?
Follow us on social media. Our website is constantly being updated with what's going on at the museum, our new exhibitions. We're opening 2 exhibitions this year. We have a ton of programming, a ton of visiting architects and designers. There's always something new going on at the museum.
And Dee Dwyer Jones, can we find that on every social media?
Yes, okay. Yes. So Twitter, I'm still learning the Twitterverse. I don't know how important that's going to be these days, but I'm on Instagram. I'm an Instagram girl for sure. Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much. Thank you all for out there for watching us. We appreciate it. As I always say, sharing is caring. Your folks out there need to know about this. So go ahead and share this stream. It'll be there until I guess Facebook and YouTube and Twitter decide that they don't want to work with us anymore. And I hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. So go ahead and share this with your community. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.